What's up, YouTube? This is the master of me, Joseph Brown. Once again, I'm coming to you with a great video. This video here is basically about me and my experience with out-of-body experience, okay? I had it this morning. I'm doing everything I can to get back in alignment. Fell into a state of depression for a little while. In 45 days, I gained 50 pounds back after I worked so hard diligently to take 90 pounds off in 8 weeks. So I just went back to work and got myself up out of the depression and started back eating healthy again. And now I'm getting my chakras and everything back in alignment. And as I was, I made up my mind in the last couple of days that I was going to go ahead and get back into my yoga routine and just take it seriously for at least 90 days. So, I was going to start off with this week, go hard this week, make sure I finish this week out, and then start up the next week, working towards a month, but I'm going to take it one day at a time, 1 week at a time. All right, how about that? I don't want to bite off more than I can chew, y'all, because I want to track my progress. And I want to make it, the entire 30 days first and foremost, and then all the way to 90 days. I hear that there's great benefits and improvements that in your health, in your life, and your spiritual walk with the universe. So, I just want to share, my experience with y'all, and hopefully, if it's something that y'all hear or see, that sounds a little bit different, or something else you can add to help me out, I'd appreciate it if you send me. I'm on Facebook, Joseph Brown, or brownjoseph941@gmail.com. You can send me an email, and then I can get on Instagram also. You can reach me on there also, Joseph W. Brown. But look up under Master of Me for that one also. Master of Me, Joseph Brown on Instagram. And then you can go on there and you can kind of leave comments and messages back and forth to me until I figure out a better way to get things set up, because I'm a little bit technically disadvantaged, I'll say it that way. In my experience this morning, I was going second day, about to go full force into this yoga, because I want to get up to at least 2 or 3 sessions a day during the next course of this next 90 days to build up my endurance and my strength, and to be able to do all kinds of different poses and things like that I've seen that I wouldn't even dare try to do right now. Okay, so I just want to explain to you my out-of-body experience this morning, where I was actually starting out doing some stretching and some breathing, and I happened to be standing up during this time where I decided to do some breathing exercises very lightly, nothing serious, nothing heavy, at least I didn't think it was. And then I remembered after it happened that I take liquid boron, which is a substance that is very powerful, and it helps you to be able to intake more oxygen. So I believe that this morning my experience with that was a directly related to my liquid boron intake, because I can remember I didn't even normally take a tablespoon, but I went and took some yesterday, and I put the jar up to my lips and I just took a swig instead of measuring it out. So I don't know exactly how much I took in, but hopefully it wasn't more than a tablespoon and a half. But the stuff is very lethal to you if you overdo it, just like anything is. So I'm getting back into my exercise routine and everything. So I'm doing my little breathing techniques, nothing major, just in my nose, out my mouth, And I felt myself get lightheaded, and I felt like I was about to pass out. So I was like, hold on, let me sit down. I didn't say it out loud. I was talking to myself and, thinking it. And it's like, as I went back, it's a good thing that my girlfriend, Sharika, was right next to me when it happened. She wasn't that far, a few feet away from me. And she saw me go back. She said to sit down on the bed. And it's like, I tried to lay, I was right on the corner of the bed, like right on the very edge of the foot of the bed. So when I laid back, it's like she said I bounced, and I tried to like stretch all the way out or whatever, but I bounced off the bed and rolled off the bed onto the floor, hitting my shoulder or something on the corner of the bed, because when I did come out of it, I saw I had a nice big gash. You know, I should have had the video of the gash in my shoulder. That's kind of like a little bit of evidence to show you about, you know, so you can get the full effect of what I'm talking about. And I literally passed out. She said I felt lifeless, like I was dead, onto the floor. And a few seconds later, I jumped up and got ready to take off. And she put her arms around me, she grabbed me and held on to me tight. And she was like, "You all right, you all right." And it was like, I couldn't see yet. And I could feel though, like, it felt like my spirit had, you know, left my body. And she said, when I jumped up, I remembered, I said, "I love you, I love you." And it was like the most sincere "I love you" that I ever remember saying, like, to anyone ever before in my life. It was like a goodbye. "I love you. I hope to see you again" type of thing. Like, but I'm out of here, you know, like, see ya. And it was so crazy because our bed, you know, it's a nice big window not too far from the bed, and we kind of, after we was going over everything that had happened, we was kind of looking at like the fact that if she had not grabbed me and held on to me, that I probably would have been trying to chase after my spirit once I had the out-of-body experience, once my spirit left my body, and I probably would have jumped right through the glass and jumped right out of the window had she not been right there at that moment, because I was just like very fearful. I mean, it was already pretty violent because I fell off the bed and hit myself, you know. It's like my whole body just bam hit the corner of the bed, and it's all wood. So it was a pretty violent experience. But once I came to and I calmed down a little bit, because I panicked. I had a panic attack. And once I realized that, you know, when she was holding me, that I was okay, that, you know, I wasn't gone, because I felt like I was about to leave this earth, and my spirit had totally left my body. And it's so funny because I heard this guru talk about this in one of these videos where he was talking about, I was listening to Sad Guru, and he was talking about one of these gurus who had basically told his wife, he said, you know, because he was so world renowned, everybody used to, you know, pretty much worship this man. And his wife said, "You know, I don't know why these people worship you. You ain't nothing but a gluttonous pig. All you do is eat, 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 eat nonstop." And he told her, he said, "Woman, the day you bring me my plate and I turn my head from my plate, I only have 3 days left to live." And it turns out 7 years later, she brought him his plate one evening. He turned his head. He didn't look at it. 3 days later, he died. He didn't eat. So what had happened was, the man had elevated so high that his spirit couldn't live in his body anymore. There was nothing keeping him in his body. So he found a way to stay in his body, which was to eat and eat and eat and eat and eat. That was the physical connection that he had to his spirituality, to his physicality, was for him to keep eating. So, man, that's weird, you know. It's not weird, it's just new. It's brand new to me. And it was really scary. I just want y'all to know, you know. So it's nice when you're doing yoga and meditation and breathing exercises and things like that. You want to enhance your life. Everything is breath. So it's nice if you got somebody that you trust, you in a safe environment, an environment where you feel comfortable when you're doing it. Because these experiences, you know, I've had little small spurts, little, like, where I felt like the lights were going out. But, you know, I panicked a little bit, and then the lights came back on. Once I realized, stop breathing, you know, and just calm down and start realizing that, hey, you know, I'm still here, I'm still in my body, I ain't going nowhere. But when you first start having these experiences from the first time in your life ever, it is very scary. So I'm letting you know right now, it's nothing to be afraid of. You just have to, work out, you're saying your problems, your issues, your pain. And my body is racked with a lot of pain, and that's one thing that I was actually focusing on when I was doing my breathing techniques. And I know if your body is full of racked with trauma, because everybody think your brain has all your memory in it from everything, but actually your body stores memory, a lot more memory, billions of cells of memory from 1 million years ago, from all your ancestors and past lifetimes and different things like that. This is according to Sadhguru. I'm not that inclined to understand things like this yet, but these are things that I want to know about, because like I said, it's a fear of the unknown. It's very scary when you're embarking on these different things in life, and then you're trying them, and then, man, they scary. I'll just say it like that, especially if you're already fearful, if you watch a lot of stuff with violence in it, and a lot of anger and negativity, and man, if you watch the news, always reporting bad things happening to people and stuff like that, those are all kinds of things that you want to tune yourself and your energy away from. And I'm almost at the Costco's out here. I'm in Milwaukee, Wisconsin, but I'm going to Pewaukee to pick up some groceries for a customer right now. This is what I choose to do to earn a couple of bucks here and there. I actually enjoy driving and just shopping for people, spending other people's money, and they enjoy having me go do it. So it's a very mutual thing that we enjoy mutually. So until I get to the point where I get my energetic body activated, and I get in tune with the spirit a lot more, and I start getting these revelations and things that I can, start sharing some insight and some wisdom with you that was imparted in me directly from the Holy Spirit, versus watching videos and listening to other people and the spirit that was imparted in them. They're sharing, their testimony and their experiences, and then I'm learning from their experiences. So there is vicarious learning, where you can learn from someone else's experience, but the things that I want to be telling y'all, I want to directly be telling y'all from my personal experience with it. On that note, I thank you for once again for tuning in and listening to Joe Brown, Master of Me, on YouTube. Peace, love, sending lots of positive energy and respect, and man, just love to you. Keep on hanging in there, keep on working on yourself, keep on being positive, keep helping other people when you can, and just do your best to stay positive and stay focused on your work, on making your life better and making yourself better for you and your family and everybody around you. And then you're making the world a better place because you're making yourself better. And I appreciate you for doing all that. Thank you. Until next time, peace. I love you.